Hello and welcome back to episode 15 of my Manchester United FM22 beta save. We're back for the second Champions League game, and we've also got Newcastle in the Premier League. We're currently sat second in the league, although we have already lost our first game of the season, which is a lot sooner than last year. So after the fantastic start to the season against Arsenal, we then followed up with a 2-1 win against Leeds, but we did then lose 2-1 to Manchester City, where it was kind of over in the first half, really. We followed up, though, thrashing Chelsea 4-0, don't know where that came from, before we drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, very disappointing result. Then we went a bit of a run since then. We beat Sheffield United 4-0, we beat Brighton 4-1, we beat Newcastle 2-1 in the EFL Cup, and then we've most recently beat Aston Villa 3-2 and beat Anderlecht 4-0 in the Champions League. As mentioned today, we've got Newcastle at home in the Premier League. I thought that would be something different for us rather than coming back for the Leicester game when we're going to be playing a team that we played on a couple of episodes last season. And then we've got RB Salzburg in the Champions League. In the league at the moment, we are sat second behind Liverpool, but we have got this game to play, which would send us back to the top of the league if we win. Champions League wise, we sit top of our group. We're only one game in. Ourselves and Dortmund won our first games, but we won by a bigger margin, so that's why we're top. But of course, they're the team that we're expected to have the battle for the top spot with. And also in the EFL Cup fourth round, we are going to be playing Arsenal for that game. So hopefully we can progress a bit further in the EFL Cup and get ourselves towards the first trophy of the season. Would be quite nice. But despite that, I am still rotating a lot for the EFL Cup games because it's a good chance for us to play some of our youngsters. And what we'll do now, we're going to head straight into that game against Newcastle and see if we can pick up a win. So the lineup for the game against Newcastle, we've got De Gea in goal. Back four of Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire and Telles. McKennie and Van der Beek in midfield with Mbappe, Greenwood, Rashford and Ronaldo up front. Just experimenting with Rashford in that shadow striker role. Wonder if we can get that as a front four. Would be fantastic if we can. And then as Ronaldo then retires, we could then send Greenwood further forward, Mbappe in behind him, and Sancho out on the right. Or Mbappe could go forward, Sancho sitting in behind, and Sancho on the right. Could be very interesting. Thrown here for Newcastle on the left-hand side. Tobias gets it inside to Vlahovic. And oh my goodness, Newcastle have taken the lead 2 minutes in. It's very easy for them there. And a far from ideal start to the game. Because there's not really any challenge put in here. Maguire just following Vlahovic. I need to blast it into the bottom corner. We start a highlight here with Dubravka playing it short to Kamara. Back to Dubravka and to Boateng. Paulinho. What on earth has this Newcastle done? Iheanacho. Back to Felipe Luis. And then exchanging it at the back. They've made some really good signings compared to what I've seen other people have them do. Trippier does give it straight to Varane though. And then Maguire plays it short to Greenwood. He goes past his man and bursts towards the... Oh, Iheanacho's not kicked him. But Rashford's picked up the ball. Crosses it to Mbappe, who's gone down in the box. Divine has given away a penalty, pushing Mbappe from the looks of it. Well, it looks like it's going to be a penalty. And it is a penalty. So, up steps Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. And he puts us back on level terms. So now, let's get this game sorted. Get a second goal. And we'll be on the way to the top of the league again. Great penalty from Ronaldo. Dubravka nearly getting a hand to it, but just too powerful. Throw in for Newcastle. Paulinho loses the ball to Greenwood though. And then Varane plays it out to McKennie and gets it back. Maguire out to Telles on the left. Taking his time as he brings the ball out. Rashford inside to Greenwood. On to Ronaldo. One-on-one with Dubravka. He's hit the post and then it's bounced off Dubravka's back and gone out for a corner. Teller's going to send the corner in here. doesn't find Varane, finds Felipe Luis. Mbappe heads it back, but Vlahovic heads it away. Gervain is just kicked by Mbappe to break up their counter-attack. He's going to take a booking for that, surely. He doesn't. Kamara with a free kick here. Divine to Ceballos. Paulinho goes back to Kamara. Ceballos to Gervain. Back to Kamara and Felipe Luis. They're playing it around at the back here. Boateng bringing it out of the defence. Finds Iheanacho. Back to Boateng though. Ceballos to Iheanacho. Over the top, Wan-Bissaka nods it back to De Gea safely. De Gea rolls it out to Varane. And then we need to try and bring it out from the back here. Greenwood sends it out to Rashford on the left-hand side. Can he find a bit of space? He sends it in. Ronaldo heads it off the bar. And we nearly take the lead there. We start here from a goal kick, De Gea to Varane. And he plays it out to McKennie. Back to De Gea, back to Varane. We're just restarting from the goal kick now. McKennie. This time he goes long to Mbappe. Why didn't you do that the first time? Mbappe in space down the right. Nobody can keep hold of him. Ball in is poor though and headed away to Iheanacho. Paulinho goes back to Boateng. And then he's going to try and bring it back out of defence for Newcastle. Van de Beek with a very good tackle. Rashford plays it back to Telles. Back to Maguire. Greenwood. Ball over the top to Mbappe. 1-on-1. Mbappe scores, but the arm's gone up. And we've got a VAR check. It would have been very close. It might have been one of the centre-backs on their right-hand side that kept him onside. But the ball from Greenwood here, that looks onside to me. And we'll get confirmation just here, I think, of how onside he was. The ball from Greenwood here, yeah, he's well onside. It's the Felipe Luis and Boateng play him on 2-1. And at half-time, we are 2-1 up. So we're just going to tell them well done. It took a bit of time for us to get control of the game, but we have done so. And I think we'll get Van de Beek off early in the second half because of that yellow card. Varane plays the ball back to Maguire and then forward to Van de Beek. Over the top to Ronaldo. He turns it back. Mbappe. Oh, Dubravka with a fantastic save and then it's cleared away by Kamara. Telles with a corner here. Goes in. Felipe heads away, but Mbappe goes and collects it. Gets into space down the right. Ronaldo tries to nod it on and Dubravka with another good save. Gervain collects it as Newcastle try to break. Wan-Bissaka with a good tackle to deny them. As planned, Van de Beek is going to come off for Pogba. Just, again, as I say, avoid that yellow card completely. Dubravka with a free kick short to Kamara. And then Dubravka goes long. Wan-Bissaka heads down to McKennie. Mbappe spreads the play to the left. Rashford back into Ronaldo. Oh my goodness, what a block from Felipe. We have got a corner though, which Telles is going to send in. And Felipe heads it away. Mbappe collects it. Back to Telles. Cross goes in, but it's headed away by Boateng again. And Maguire's going to go and collect that one. We're going to bring Rashford off for Sancho just to get some fresh legs out there in attack. Telles with a free kick here. Goes for goal and nearly finds the top corner. And a final change here. We're going to send Elanga on for Mbappe and then swap the wings. So Elanga's on the left, Sancho on the right. Telles with a free kick from the right-hand side this time. Finds Varane. It's over the bar. We've had so many chances like that. And we have won against Newcastle 2-1. It's a good result there for us. And yeah, just a comfortable result. We probably should have scored more than 2. And we would like to see more than that going with that many shots in future. It does send us back to the top of the league. So that's all that really matters. You're embarrassed after that cowardly performance. We had 24 shots and an XG of nearly 4 goals. Shut up, Michel Dyer. We don't need people like you. We need people like Gatry Nima. Tell us that's one to tell the grandkids about. You're right. Might be a bit over the top. Somewhere in the middle of these two is what we want. Let's go into the Champions League, see if we can continue with another win there. And the lineup for the game against Salzburg, we've got Henderson in goal, a back four of Laird, Twanzebe, Maguire and Shaw, McKennie and Pogba in midfield, and then Mbappe, Bruno, Rashford and Ronaldo as the front four. And we've got a highlight straight from the kickoff here, as Bernardo plays it to Sesko, back to Seweld, and then forward to Koita. Pogba's got in there to intercept it, and Shaw is trying to break into space down the left. And he's got a lot of space here to work with. He's got Rashford just behind him, who he uses. Back to Shaw. Back to Rashford. This time the cross goes in. Ronaldo headers it, and the keeper with a fantastic save onto the bar. Highlight here, we've got actually only one centre-back at the moment, because you can see Tuanzebe not on the pitch, and Henderson has very confidently brought the ball down. Shaw plays it out to Pogba. And, okay, we're getting a goal line check. The problem with this, you can't really tell on FM how close that actually is. Bruno with a corner here, sends it in. Bernardo headers it away. Bruno gets it back, lays it off to Mbappe on the edge. Cuts it back to Bruno. To McKennie on the edge. Out to Maguire, of all people, on the right wing. Cross is what you'd expect from a centre-back. Bruno collects it, though. And then gets tackled by Koita. That's a big mistake from Bruno. But McKennie's there to prevent any counter. But then we give the ball away again very easily. Adamu through to Aronson. Koita. Adamu. Oh my goodness, that was an unbelievable goal from Salzburg. They've absolutely torn us apart. Just fair enough. We didn't offer up a defence to that. Just one-touch football all the way into the back of the net. That was ridiculous. Tuanzebe with a free kick just inside the Salzburg half here. Laird is on the right. Gets it forward to Mbappe. He goes back to Laird. Cross goes in. Pogba in space. Gets us back on level terms. Fantastic header from Pogba. From around the penalty spot area. He was completely unmarked when that ball came in. He's hanging out really deep here. And this guy comes in to mark him, but then just runs off. I'd be fuming with Koita for that. But we're back on level terms. Now, unfortunately, we have got Laird having to come off with a potential foot injury. And we've also got Tuanzebe, who's still struggling in this game. But I've overlooked having a centre-back on the bench, which isn't ideal. Free kick on the edge of the area here. Bruno stood over it. Oh, and he's hit the post. The keeper didn't move. Aronson collects it as it's cleared away, and McKennie is going to take a booking just to prevent that counter-attack. So at half-time, it's 1-1. And McKennie didn't get booked for breaking up their counter-attack for some reason. 2 games in a row where I've called a player being booked for breaking up a counter and it's not happened. But we're fine with that. We don't want the bookings. Let's get into the second half and hopefully we can improve. Wan-Bissaka with a throw-in as Bruno lays it off to Mbappe. Back to Wan-Bissaka, and Mbappe goes round his man. Breaks into the space in front of him now. Cross goes in. Ronaldo's in there. Headers just over the bar. But another good bit of play from Mbappe. We're going to make a change just after the hour mark. Rashford not really got into today's game, so we're going to bring Sancho on. Which in this game, they're playing the diamond, might give us a bit of an advantage by getting somebody on the wing who can stretch the game a little bit more. 15 minutes ago, we're going to make a controversial decision here. Greenwood coming on for Ronaldo, and then Mbappe's going to go up front, Greenwood on the right. I'm just thinking Ronaldo has been playing a lot of minutes lately. He might just be struggling fitness-wise, and hopefully this change can have a bigger impact for us. Late on, we have got a throw-in as Shaw gets it to Pogba. Back to Shaw. Cross Jordan low, Mbappe hits it. Wan-Bissaka hits it and hits the outside of the post. Wan-Bissaka, of all people, need a win in the game for us. We've got a ball deep for... Oh my goodness, Leipzig have just hit the bar. And Greenwood gets rid of it straight away. 91st minute, Leipzig nearly took the lead. But they've got a corner, so the danger is not over yet. Hopefully, this highlight is going to be us hitting them on the counter-attack. Ball comes in. Maguire heads it away. Koita's going to go and collect that. And he gets a bit of space. Goes inside to Capaldo. Back inside to Koita. Cross goes in. Maguire heads away again. We've got a 1-1 draw. Away, I'm not too upset with a 1-1 draw. It's, in the Champions League, you win your home games. In the Champions League, you win your home games, draw your away games. You're going to be through to the next round. We would like to see a win in that, really, but despite that, it's not the worst thing that we could have had. We could have done with a bit of a better performance. But hopefully, it's a bit of a moment where we can regroup after that come back for the Dortmund game and get a result there. So what we'll do now, for the next episode, we're going to come back for the end of the Champions League group. So it'll be either Anderlecht and Wolves or Salzburg and West Ham. The reason for that just being those are the two games where most likely we're going to have the decision on whether we go through and or top the group. So I'll come back for whichever game can secure us one of those two things. And then, of course, we'll have the long break for the World Cup. So we'll then come back somewhere in January, most likely. Oh my goodness, what is that? Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Saturday, Wednesday. That is a disgusting run of games. We're in for a tough January, is what I've learned today. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like. Comment your prediction for where we're going to finish in the Champions League group. Where do you think we're going to be in the league when we come back? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel. And of course, don't forget, hit the notification bell, because on Tuesday, we are having start of unknown to world known. We're going to be finding our first club. Hit the notification bell so you can see who we're going to be starting out with in that save. Thank you very much for watching.